Russell, we didn't know what to expect from you when you walked out. You walked out calm, cool, and collected, told everyone to stay classy. Underneath, are you blazing, or are you really okay with being evicted and kind of double-crossed?
I was definitely double-crossed. It hurts. You know, you play to win, and I am very competitive. I like to win at everything I do, but, you know, I definitely gave it my best shot. I went out there trying to be different personalities, and I went as far as I thought that it could take me. Do I accept losing?
Did you go too far sometimes?
No, I mean, everyone signed on a dotted line. You were fair game to anything, and everyone knew
You don't call a woman fat.
You do not. And in the real world, you do not.
You're lucky you're still breathing, mixed martial artist or not.
You don't. And that's the whole point. This is not reality. That's a game. And you can use...
It was real for some of them.
It was.
Come on, when Jordan chest bumped you?
I know.
What'd you think?
I went, oh my God, she's going to take me out. That was the first thought that went through my mind. The second thought was, she's going to win. You know, it's your chance to actually become an actor and be a different character and play something that you're not in the outside world. And
so what we saw in the house was not the real Russell. If we talked to your friends and family, they would say, what? Like, we don't know that guy. Where'd that guy come from? Come on.
I think it might be a split vote. You know, some would say there's glimpses. It definitely was not me in its entirety. It's just a combination of different people that I tried to become. I think sometimes it definitely hurt me. I could have backed off sometimes, but it was more fun that way.
You made a good point. People should want to sit next to you in the final two, because I'm not sure how many friends you made in the house this past summer. So was that part of the strategy there?
I came in here to win money, not to make friends. When I signed on the dotted line, I knew everything was fair game, from my ears to my look to the way I act. So personal attacks never bothered me. I thought they were, you know, it's just part of the game. You want to invoke emotion, and that's what I try to do.
So no one said anything in the house to insult you to the point where you couldn't take it? You just chalked it up to being part of the game?
Oh, I definitely embellished it and you know, let everyone know that I was hurt inside and tried to get some sympathy and tried to work it to my advantage.
Do you regret any of the personal attacks you launched on anyone?
Quite honestly, I don't, because everybody signed the same form to go into the house, and you were fair game. And I think if you ask any of the greats in the past, they'll tell you whatever you say in the house is fair game. You're not just playing these little games of, you know, head of household, veto competitions. You're playing a psychological game. You never get to act like that in the real life.
Would you ever think maybe someone else in the house doesn't have as thick a skin as I do, and they're going to hold it against me if I make it to the final two? They're going to remember all those personal attacks. Did you ever think, you know, maybe everyone else doesn't see eye to eye with me on how to play this game?
I did, but I always went with the philosophy that if I could win as much as I could, I would always have a track record to back it up. So I tried to win first and worry about feelings second.
Do you blame anyone for your demise in this game?
I blame no one but myself. Who do I think is responsible for it? I think Michelle might have had a pretty strong hand in it.
Why? And then why make a deal with her to the final two if you're now saying she might be a little shady there?
Michelle is probably one of the most intelligent individuals in that house, hands down. So I wanted to definitely be on her side. I mean, she's someone I wanted to be around. I thought if I could empathize with her and you know, show her a different side of me, that maybe she would start to trust me. She didn't.
What's with her memory? Is that really just...
It's selective.
Is it? That's my question.
Selective memory.
I mean, is she playing us, or does she really have bad memory? How much do you think it's gameplay, and how much of it is, sorry, I just don't have a good memory?
She remembers everything. She is one of the smartest ladies I've ever been around.
What about the war of words you got into with her? Do you regret that? I mean, you guys had your ups and downs.
We did. For me, it was fun. You know, people throw personal attacks at me, and I have a thick skin. I can brush it off, and I understand some people may not. I didn't get bothered by it.
Okay, you have a thick skin. What about some of those goodbye messages we heard? Because Jeff was not kind in his goodbye message. What do you make of that?
I don't hold it against him. He was living in the moment at the game. I can separate the game from reality. That's a game. That's not a real life. You know, when I walk outside, there's a world out here that's different from that. So I tried to play a character. Some people didn't like it. I understand that. Do I hold it against them? No, not at all.
Do you leave this not thinking one way or the other about any of your former housemates? Or are there some people you're like, I can't stand that person, or this person I might want to be friends with, or you're like, I don't care if I ever see them again in my life?
That's difficult. I would love to cross paths with everyone. Would I sit down with everyone and have a drink with them? Probably not. But there are some people I actually would sit down with Jeff and probably talk to him and hang out with him. I really would.
And not mop the floor with him?
No, I was trying to get him riled up and it worked. But, I don't think he's a bad kid. I think he's a very smart kid. And in fact, he got me, So can I hold it against him? No. If anything, I tip my hat to him. He did a phenomenal job.
Did you learn anything about yourself in this game that you didn't know existed that you really liked or didn't like?
I'm very good at playing different personalities. I can play different people.
People usually go into this house and they see a side, like Jordan never knew she had that in her to chest bump a MMA fighter. Come on. I think she's proud that she has that in her.
She did, and I almost, wanted to go up to her and go, Jordan, you win this round. Can we have our
Uncle waving your white
win.
hanky. Right. But how about you? Did you learn anything about yourself in this game?
I did. I learned that I definitely have a lot more mental strength and fortitude than I originally thought. People don't realize when all the cards are stacked against you, how tough it is to really fight, not just against one opponent, but against the whole house. And that's one thing I learned how to do, and it wasn't with my fists or my feet, it was, with my mind, so that was a challenge.
What's a tougher fight, being in an MMA ring or in the Big Brother house?
Hands down that.
Why?
You go through that on a day-to-day basis, 24/7. The game never stops. When you're taking a shower, it's going on. When you're sleeping, there's people awake. And it goes on for however many days. It can go up to, 3 months. When you're done in the ring after, 20 minutes or so, you take off your shoes, your gloves, and you walk out, it's over. That's all the time.
Easy to see how someone can very easily become paranoid in the Big Brother house.
I was paranoid all the time.
No. We saw that, I know. Are you a paranoid person, or did that house...
Was someone whispering? No, now I am. Now I'm going to go down the street, and if I see someone whispering, are you talking? Are you going to vote for me?
So maybe that's something you learn about yourself.
Definitely.
Are you normally paranoid in real life, or did this house make you paranoid?
This house made me paranoid, but the one thing I learned is that my ears actually still work. I can still listen with all this, so this doesn't block at all.
So any regrets in any maneuvers or anything in the house that you did? Any actions on your part?
Do I regret everything I said or did? No, it's part of the game. It's gameplay. I probably regret just going out this early. I'm so close, so close.
And you're not mad at anyone but maybe yourself over
Myself.
it?
They all did a terrific job.
Knowing what you know now about the game and how hard it is, would you do it all over again?
Do you pay us more? No. I would absolutely do it again. It was a great challenge. You actually learn a lot about yourself. So I would definitely do it again.
I always say Big Brother forces you to look at yourself in the mirror magnified, right?
It's magnified, and not only you get to watch it, but all of America gets to watch it.
And they did. Any final thoughts before we send you off to Jesse and Lydia land?
Thank you, everyone, for watching, to all the fans. And thank you, Julie, for being here. I do have to say, though, I think the real showmance wasn't in there. It was right here.
No, you're not leaving empty-handed.
No, I'm not.
You won 10 grand.
I did.
So you're not a loser.
No. Thank you for putting it so gently. I'm not a loser. Okay. Not a loser, not a loser, not a loser.
All right. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with the 10 grand that you won?
I think I'm going to actually turn around to my parents, to my father, and get it to him. I'm a young kid, and I can work, I can make my own money. I would like to help them out and give it to my brother. He's going to college soon, so.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, Russell.
Thank you.
And we'll see you back here finale night.
I appreciate everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.